Hey, welcome everyone. This is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com, and this is your stocks to watch. And let's get ready for the week ahead for the week of the 7th of May through the 11th of May. Let's go ahead and take a look at the action. This is an intraday chart of the SPY that you're looking at, a 5-minute time frame. So Thursday we had that big sell-off. We came down to this 259, and we got this V bottom on Thursday, and then they pushed us up Thursday into the close. And then on during the pre-market before the bell on Friday, which is this gray area right here, we had the jobs number come out on Friday. This green line right here designates from my daily chart around where the 200 SMA is on the 5-minute chart, and that's where the 200 SMA is on the daily chart. It's about 261.29. So after the jobs number came out, as the market opened up, they pushed us down to retest that 200 SMA off the daily on the SPY. The bears just could not break us down, and so the bulls turned around and pushed us back up for the rest of the day and pushed us higher. Now, a couple of reasons for that was, when the jobs number came out Friday, the numbers were below the expectations. So the first initial reaction was to, sell those numbers. But then it was like a light bulb went off with the market, and it said that basically, it kind of keeps the Fed on the sidelines with raising rates 4 times for 2018. Most likely they'll raise the 3 times, but there's not that overall need to raise the 4 times, to raise rates 4 times. Wage growth is still sluggish. All right, hourly pay was still not up that much, and the job number came in, not too hot. So then the market deciphered that and pushed us up for the rest of the day. The other thing that was helping the markets and the tech stocks too was that Apple had decent earnings on Thursday. Warren Buffett also increased his investment in Apple, 75 million shares. So you could say Apple was powering the tech stock rally, and that also bolstered the SPY to move up. So we're going to take a look at the SPY on the daily chart. And as you can see off the daily chart for the SPY, we had this Thursday candle where we got this reversal. They got us back above the 200 SMA, and then we got that push up that next day, giving us that continuation move on the SPY. Now, the thing here is that we're still below the 50 SMA here right now, this blue line you see up above. We haven't been able to penetrate that for, a few weeks now. We're going to have to see now how it's going to play out for Monday. Now, a couple of things that are still overhanging the market. We have the China trade talks going on. There should be some kind of conclusion coming up this week. You would think with the talks, the trade talks, the tariff talks with China. So we'll have to see if that plays out. Also, we still have North Korea that's out there in the balance as far as the negotiations are supposed to start. Donald Trump is supposed to meet with the leader of North Korea. So we're waiting on for all that to happen. And right now, the SPY, like I said, is still under the 50 SMA, but you have to say that the bulls are definitely defending this 200 SMA, and very nice close on Friday. Now, if you go ahead and look at the action basically, and I'll go ahead and put my lines back on the chart. We're still in this kind of very tight range, all right, after a brilliant, 2017 move here. Right now, you would say we're in this box, this range within the range, and So we're going to have to see how that plays out. All right, so we're kind of in this box within the box here, right? Here's the box. Here's 2017. Here's that trend line resistance line coming up ahead also, just below or right at that 50 SMA. So big week coming up for the bulls. Can they continue to, move this forward? Can they get us back over the 50 SMA? And then don't forget, we also have the 100 SMA right here, this solid white line that you see right there. So we'll see if we can continue up for the week ahead. Now, one of the things that was positive for the bulls was that the TLT, which measures the bond yield, when this moves up, right, rates move down. So we held that 117 area for the TLT, all right, and then they started moving this up. Now, once again, when the TLT is moving up, the bond yield is moving down. So that was a positive for the bulls. Once again, we also had, as far as earnings go, the earnings are on track to have the highest share of S&P that beat analysis estimates, but the worry is that have earnings peaked? So that's a thought that's going through a lot of investors' minds right now. Earnings are coming in really well. A lot of companies are beating, more so than not beating. But is there a worry that earnings have peaked out here? So we'll have to see how that's going to play out. So we have China, North Korea, the talk about earnings, the jobs number that came out Friday, not too hot, not too cold. So those are some of the things that passed for the week and propelled us higher in the SPY, and also got the SMH back above the 200 SMA here also on the SMH, and it moved us up. But as you can see, we're still under the 50 SMA for the SMH. Some sectors, the IBB not looking too great here. The IBB, the XBI also not looking too great, but is holding the 200 SMA, the XBI. This is the mid cap biotech names. Some stocks like Amazon, holding up above the 50 SMA. The FANG names, Google also making a nice move up off the 200 SMA. So bears just could not continue the breakdown here below the 200 SMA. Buyers came in. We held above that 1,000 mark, pushing Google up on Friday. Netflix, also another leader, held the 50 SMA. Facebook, through all its trials and tribulations, and Zuckerberg going before Congress after their earnings, they gapped it up. We're back above the 50 SMA here for Facebook's earnings coming up, and we'll get more into that in a moment. But they powered NVIDIA back up over the 50 SMA for NVDA. Now, what is above the 50 SMA right now is the IWM, the small caps, the Russell 2000 index. This moved up Friday and overall is showing more strength than the SPY and the other sectors. So the IWM and then the IWC, the micro caps, also showing good strength on Friday and holding above the 50 SMA and getting above the fast moving averages, as you can see here on the daily chart. All right, so another sector, XLF, the financials, are holding around the 200 SMA. Could have just been a reaction to the markets moving up. Not too much of a bounce. Still remains below the 50 SMA on the XLF. So the QQQ also moving up on Friday, of course, with Apple moving up and Amazon and Google. This now also recovering and getting back up above the 50 SMA. So we're going to have to see, are we going to get a continuation move in this? Oil has been holding up. Nice move up on oil. This is the ETF for oil, USO. If we want to look at oil, the light sweet crude oil, WTI oil, just under that $70 a barrel level right now, closed at 69.72 for WTI oil. So oil having a good day on Friday, moving up. All right, so let's get ready for the week ahead here. As you can see, this courtesy of the Trade Exchange calendar. We do have some Fed speak coming up. And after that, basically the two things we have to look into are for Wednesday the 9th, which will be the PPI will be coming out, and also the Consumer Price Index will be coming out 8:30 on Thursday. So those are two standout things for the economic week. Pretty straightforward week as far as economic information coming out. Like I said, Wednesday we have some Fed speak coming out. Then Friday at 8:30 we'll also have James Bullard speaking on Friday. That's the 11th of May. But the big number to watch is the consumer price CPI and also the PPI, which comes out on Wednesday. So those are the two numbers, major economic numbers that are coming out for the week ahead. As far as earnings, still another busy week ahead, although it is slowing down a little bit, but there are some big names still coming out with earnings before the bell on Monday. We have Tyson Foods, Cisco, SYY Cisco, the food service company. And then we have AMC, Monster, Oasis, Hertz coming out after the close on Monday. Zillow will be reporting earnings. Tuesday before the bell, we have JD.com. That one will be reporting symbol JD there. Let's see if there's anything else. Microchip. Also, after the close on Tuesday, Disney, DIS symbol there. Electronic Arts, EA, Etsy, Match, which got pushed down this week because Facebook going into the dating service, and that pushed MTCH down. But anyway, their earnings will be coming out after the close on Tuesday. Twilio, TWLO, after the close on Tuesday. Marriott for Wednesday before the open. Groupon will be reporting. Cena, Plug Power, Office Depot, Wix will be reporting. Roku reports after the bell. Bookings, that this is the old Priceline. We'll be reporting after the close on Wednesday. So we have some Solar Edge also reporting earnings after the close on Wednesday. Thursday before the bell, Duke Energy, HIMX, AMC Networks, NVIDIA after the bell on Thursday, and Yelp also reporting. And that's some of the bigger names. And then Friday, not too much as far as names reporting before the bell for Friday. So this earnings week still, a little bit busy, but not as busy as last week. So there's some of your top earnings that are coming out for the week ahead. As far as Bitcoin goes, right now still currently under that 10,000 mark, still under the 200 SMA on Bitcoin. Some news that came out Friday after the bell, this courtesy of the Trade Exchange, Bill for Traders by Traders. After the market closed on Friday, FAT filed Form S4, 150 million security shelf, so that stock moving down a little bit there. As far as EBIO, they also had filed an S3. 7.96 million shares for EBIO. All right, so that stock was selling off in the after hours on Friday. Cool had news after the bell on Friday. It presents new data on its proprietary X series cellular processing systems. So Cool was moving up in after hours on Friday and actually makes our watch list. So we'll get more into that in a second. Let's see, Trump to host South Korea's Moon for talks on May 22nd. White House says so. Some news there, and then we had the Warren Buffett annual meeting with shareholders over the weekend. So he comments that were made. China and the U.S. will be the world's superpowers for years to come. Two intelligent companies will conduct policy appropriate, or countries it probably should mean. Buffett had good praise for the talks, and he's hoping that good developments come out of that. So that's some of your news that came out over the weekend. So let's go ahead and get into that stocks to watch list for Monday, the 7th. Keep your eye on this Blue Apron. Nice move up, 9.2 million shares. Nice pop. Has that 250 number up above, so we'll be watching this one on an intraday basis on APRN. AQMS, nice move up, still under that $4 area. Only concern here right now is that 200 SMA is right above it at $4.34. But AQMS, nice move the last few days there. That one will be on watch. ATVI, after their earnings release, getting back above the 50 SMA. We'll see if we can get maybe an intraday setup that turns into a day trade. An intraday setup's a day trade that turns into a swing trade for ATVI. If we can get up over that $70 level on ATVI, 11.4 million shares came into the name. BSPM, nice pop, 4.7 million shares on Friday, BSPM. So this one will be on watch. Intraday, CDXS, volume a little bit light, but the chart is starting to turn back up. We have that round number up above, $12. So it looks interesting. Would like to see a little more volume come into that name. CHEK, if you're looking for a bottoming type of oil stock, CHEK, Chesapeake Energy, might be wanting to make a move. It's trying to get back above the 50 SMA here, the blue line you see above. So keep an eye on this one. Your risk to reward here is pretty good. If it triggers and gets over, say, 310 or so on this name, and you go long for a possible swing trade, you can kind of use the bottom of this candle, 289. So it might be worth a shot on CHEK for a possible swing trade. CLF, a nice move up on CLF on Friday. 9.9 million shares. Now, if you look, also BHP has been holding up well and moving up, and VALE also moving up and holding above the moving averages here. So maybe Cliff wants to continue on its way up. This one will be on watch. Coop, nice turn up here. So I'll have Coop on watch, COUP. Software infrastructure, CVGI, 1.8 million shares came into the name, maybe over this 200 SMA again, which is currently at 8.97. So if this can get back over $9, might be interesting. Ears. Big volume came into this name on Friday. Now, I don't like this candle here, but we'll see if this can make any more progress intraday on EARS. But big volume on Friday, big move up, unfortunately reversed. So kind of an inverted hammer here right now, but we'll see if that one wants to set up. Gurn, a lot of social media around this one, 2.5 million shares traded in the stock, has the 10 SMA to try to get above 389, closed at 385. So maybe if this can get back over, that $4 area for GERN, you see this run back here, now this consolidation going on the 50 SMA, so keep an eye on that one. GoPro, believe it or not, nice pop on Friday after their earnings. So we have that 550 area for GoPro. The high was 554. So this one will be watched intraday. HRTX. There it is. So HRTX, watching this one if it can get back over this 32 level on HRTX. So keep an eye on that one. If it can get over like 32.10 or so, might want to make a move up. HRTX, cool. With that news on Friday, there was the reaction for KOOL. Nice pop up, so this one will be on watch for Monday. LGCY, been a lot of insider buying going on in this name. If it can get back over $6, we'll have that on watch. NFEC. This is an energy name, a China name, big pop on Friday, 3.2 million shares. Keep an eye on that. NR, another energy name, nice setup here. Looking for it to maybe take out the highs, 1075 for that continuation move. NTAP turning back up here, NTAP, so watching that one. NTNX, another software underneath that 55 level right now. The high on Friday, 54.63, possible swing trade in that one. OSN had a nice pop on Friday, A little bit light on the volume though, but nice push up here. You see it had resistance around this 325 area a few times. So if we can get up over 325, this OSN might be interesting. It's a steel company name. PSTG, possible swing trade in this name. You can kind of see this resistance here. If we can get up over that 21 area on PSTG, could see a continuation move. RCM, nice push up. 1.2 million shares, just under that $8 area. Keep an eye on that one. RNN, nice close on Friday. 2.9 million shares, just under that 225 area for the close. Also basing just under that $50 area for SQ. Next up, we're taking a look at TXMD. Nice pop up, 2.7 million shares. VVPR, big pop on Thursday on this name, VVPR. Big pop on Thursday, holding just below $3. We'll see if this one has any more push in it, VVPR. And then lastly, VVUS, 1.2 million shares came into this name. We're just under that 55 cents, 57 cents. We do have the 150 SMA at around 55 cents. So over 55 cents could get us up through 60 cents and a push up on VVUS. So this is Mike from ZoZoStockWatch.com. Everybody have a good week ahead in your trading. Don't forget also, Sunday the 13th is Mother's Day. So if I can remind you of anything, the most important thing, reach out to your mom for Mother's Day on Sunday the 13th. So this has been your Stocks to Watch, and let's get ready for the week ahead from Mike, ZoZoStockWatch.com. And everybody have a good week trading. Thanks for watching, and see you along the way. Back at it on Monday with a Stocks to Watch video.